Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Omen guide on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the best smokes for Icebox. Let's get right into the video. As usual, let's start with attacking the B site. These smokes are fairly simple. The first smoke I like to do is right up here. This stops anybody from taking the peek out here while your team cross yellow, and just means it makes them harder to hold your swing. The second smoke I like to put like this. Make sure it comes forward enough to cover this bit so you can't have people peeking out in front of the smoke. And then these two together pretty much mean the only place you have to worry about is this swing, which most of the time people have a sage, you have a sage will cross here, whichever your team's preference, and it makes B such an easy side to take. Now we'll move on to attacking the A site. The first smoke I like to put down can be a little iffy. Just make sure you communicate with your team about this smoke. This smoke up here covers the main, nest hold, makes it harder to peek there, makes it harder for them to peek under rafters, and also makes it harder for them to peek above rafters. But one issue I find people having ranked with this is they just walk through it like this, which means they're vulnerable to everything. So this is a good smoke if you have a team that knows how to push a site. Maybe if you've got a sage wall for here, the normal sage wall here, or people who just know not to push this smoke, and instead you can play around this box and then swing like this. The second smoke goes here. There's not exactly an easy way to smoke screens, so this is your best option. It covers anyone from holding this, and while it does give them this cross, because it's combined with this smoke here, it's a bit harder for them to swing. You still have that little bit of cover, and you have this hold first, and it does let them slow up the rope. But if you have someone holding around here, you literally see them peek out. They're not getting that kill, and there's no other way to smoke this that works well, so this one here is your best option. Now we move on to attacking mid. This one is very simple, couldn't be simpler. Literally just smoke here. Make sure it comes forward enough to cover this. As you can see, that leaves a little bit of a gap even though the cover was. So you make sure you bring it forward and central enough so that it covers that, so they don't have like some small little angle they can peek through. Covers you from boiler, gives you the option as the Omen to TP up here, maybe even a jet up draft or something, just to peek this if they like to keep someone playing it. One thing you might find with this smoke is defenders like to push up. So one thing to do as player mid is have people hold across. Something simple as just holding the smoke here, but also have someone hold the tube in case they don't have sage wall up. Now let's look at defending the B site. One I like to do to try and hold off a bit of an attack is do a little smoke up here. This kind of one-ways it a bit, makes it harder for them to peek. They do have the free peek here, but they have to play it very close. I mean, this is really the only angle they can swing for you. They can take the space up here, but they can't really do anything with it. And the main feature is they're walking out here, your team's holding here, they're one-wayed, which makes this cross harder for them, unless they've smoked you off fully. But because of this smoke, you can play a small aggressive angle like here to try and get a pick before, but if you play in this smoke, don't hold this too long, because if they overwhelm out, you're dead. But the moment you see steps, it's just shoot, back up. Just gives you that little pick at the beginning. When we're retaking the site, these two are also very simple. If I have one, I usually save it for the bomb. If I have two, here, and here, and your team just hold this. If they're on white, they can peek over this smoke. It's just a spot you need to check. You have somebody hold it, somebody hold these smokes, and it's a very easy defuse. Again, if I have one, you defuse over it to have a teammate do that, and the rest of your team hold the spots. Now let's look at defending the A site. At the beginning of a round, I like to throw either this smoke up here to cover the main rafters peak. It does let them cross to here, but it means they can't take that op peak from up here. But another option I like to do is you can kind of make a one-way with Nest over here. You can throw it up there, and you can see their feet. This one I like to do, but there you go. Look, they can't see anything. This one's good, but is kind of useless if they don't push up belt, obviously. Second one, you know, it's just your standard one down here. This one gives you tons of options of holding out, you know, maybe on half buys, play inside it. A lot of people push up to this. That's because you have tons of options for backing up that way, TP that way. Tons of different options for that. Now let's look at defending towards mid. This one's kind of weird. If you're holding from here, I don't usually smoke. But if you're holding mid from here, or you have a teammate walking down the tube, I like to smoke it like this. That blocks off this complete angle, gives you a lot of space. But the reason I don't usually smoke this is because from boiler, that smoke is of zero benefit to you. So only usually smoke that if you have a teammate holding from under tube or a teammate pushing down the tube. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video and found any of this helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more Omen content. But for now, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.